Diff'rent Strokes was an immediate hit, captivating audiences with its heartwarming story and the endearing performances of its talented cast. This year marks 40 years since Diff'rent Strokes wrapped its final season. The hit comedy ran for 8 seasons, from 1978 to 1986. So today, in this video, you will see how have the actors of the movie Diff'rent Strokes changed. You will know their real names and age. I will show you how they looked then, in 1978, and what's with them now, in 2025. Okay, let's go. Charlotte Rae as Edna Garrett. Age filming, 52 years old. Charlotte Rae played the role of Edna Garrett, the Drummond family's housekeeper and a maternal figure to Arnold and Willis. Rae's portrayal of the warm and no-nonsense Mrs. Garrett was a fan favorite. And the character went on to star in the spin-off series The Facts of Life, where Rae played that role for 7 seasons. She received an Emmy nomination for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series. After Diff'rent Strokes and Facts of Life, there she did plenty of voice work, including in the Itsy Bitsy Spider and 101 Dalmatians, the series. She also appeared in the 2008 comedy You Don't Mess with the Zohan and the 2012 thriller Love Sick Love. Her last feature film credit was Ricky and the Flash with Meryl Streep in 2015. That same year she released her autobiography The Facts of My Life, co-written by her son Larry Strauss. She passed away in 2018 at the age of 92. Conrad Bain as Philip Drummond. Age filming, 55 years old. Conrad Bain played the role of Philip Drummond, the wealthy Park Avenue businessman who takes in the 2 young brothers, Arnold and Willis. After their mother's passing, Bain was the straight man to the diminutive, wisecracking Gary Coleman, who played Arnold, the younger of the 2 boys. Prior to Diff'rent Strokes, Bain was known for his role as Dr. Arthur Harmon on the sitcom Maude. He was the stuffy, conservative neighbor of Maude. After Diff'rent Strokes, Bain continued to act, appearing in various television shows and films. When Diff'rent Strokes ended, he played the presidential aide Charlie Ross, alongside George C. Scott, in the sitcom Mr. President, 1987-88. His last television appearance was as a priest in the detective drama Unforgettable, 2011. Bain was married to Monica Sloan from 1945 until his death in 2013 from complications following a stroke. He was just 1 month away from celebrating his 90th birthday. Gary Coleman as Arnold Jackson. Age filming, 10 years old. Gary Coleman played the role of Arnold Jackson, the younger of the 2 brothers taken in by the Drummond family. Coleman's portrayal of the precocious and witty Arnold made him an instant star. And the catchphrase, "What you talkin' 'bout, Willis?" became a cultural phenomenon. Prior to Diff'rent Strokes, Coleman had appeared in television commercials. Coleman had been in and out of hospitals all his life, receiving treatment for congenital kidney disease. The treatment was said to have stunted his growth. Coleman, who was 4 feet 8 inches tall, had a kidney transplant at the age of 5 and a second one when he was 16. At his peak on Diff'rent Strokes, he earned $3 million a year. However, he sued his parents and his former manager in 1989, accusing them of misappropriating his trust fund. In 1999 he filed for bankruptcy protection. He was arrested several times and charged with assault and disorderly conduct. He was also arrested on domestic violence charges. He and his former wife, Shannon Price, appeared on the reality show Divorce Court in 2008. Coleman passed away in 2010 due to a brain injury caused by a fall. He was only 42. Dana Plato as Kimberly Drummond. Age filming, 14 years old. Dana Plato played the role of Kimberly Drummond, the daughter of Philip Drummond and the adoptive sister of Arnold and Willis. Plato's portrayal of the privileged yet kind-hearted Kimberly was a crucial part of the show's ensemble. Prior to Diff'rent Strokes, Plato had had bit parts in a couple television shows and films, including Chips and the movie California Suite, then landed the role of Kimberly on Diff'rent Strokes and became an instant star. After the show's run, Plato struggled to find her way. She had parts in low-budget films. She also struggled with drug and alcohol addiction, and her life was marked by legal troubles and financial difficulties. She was arrested in 1991 for robbing a Las Vegas video store. The next year she was arrested for forging prescriptions for Valium. Tragically, Plato passed away in 1999 at the age of 34 due to a drug overdose. Mary Ann Mobley as Maggie McKinney Drummond. Age filming. 41 years old. Mary Ann Mobley played the role of Maggie McKinney Drummond, 41. Philip Drummond's second wife, who appeared in the later seasons of the show. Mobley's portrayal of the kind and supportive Maggie was a welcome addition to the Drummond household. Prior to Diff'rent Strokes, Mobley had a successful career as a model and actress. In addition to winning the Miss America contest, she started her acting career on stage before moving to TV and film. She starred with Elvis Presley in Girl Happy in 1965. After Diff'rent Strokes, Mobley continued to act, appearing in shows like Falcon Crest and Designing Women. Her most recent appearance was in the TV show Dead Like Me in 2003. She was married to actor and TV host Gary Collins and they had 3 children. She passed away in 2014. She was 77. Mary Jo Catlett as Pearl Gallagher. Age filming. 40 years old. Mary Jo Catlett enjoyed a vast comedy career on either side of Diff'rent Strokes. On the series, she played Pearl, the Drummond housekeeper on seasons 5 through 8, but could be seen on contemporary sitcoms like Alf, Night Court, and Gimme a Break. Catlett also appeared in high-profile films like Semi-Tough, the 1979 remake of The Champ, and gamely in John Waters' 1994 horror-comedy, Serial Mom. Catlett is also a prolific voice actor. Now she is 87. Todd Bridges as Willis Jackson. Age filming. 13 years old. Todd Bridges played the role of Willis Jackson, the older of the 2 brothers taken in by the Drummond family. Bridges' portrayal of the streetwise and sometimes rebellious Willis was a perfect foil to Coleman's Arnold. Prior to Diff'rent Strokes, Bridges played the role of Loomis in the TV series Fish. However, he landed his career-defining role at 12 as Willis. After the show, Bridges had guest appearances on several shows like The Love Boat and Facts of Life. Unfortunately, he fell into the drug scene in the 80s and early 90s. In 1988, the actor was reportedly arrested and tried for the attempted murder of a drug dealer. But he was later acquitted on all charges. Today, Bridges is clean and sober. From 2007 to 2009 he found his footing playing Monk on Everybody Hates Chris. He was most recently seen as 2022's Sangre Negra, Black Blood. Bridges was married to his first wife Dory for 14 years and they had 2 children. Son Spencer, 24, and daughter Bo, 25. In 2022 he married designer Betty Obie-Hiersky. Aged 60, Bridges is the only surviving member of the original cast. Danny Cooksey as Sam McKinney. Age filming. 9 years old. When Mr. Drummond married Maggie in the 1984 season of Diff'rent Strokes, she came with a precocious stepson in the form of Sam, played by redhead moppet Danny Cooksey. Diff'rent Strokes was Cookie's first major acting gig after a one-shot appearance on The Dukes of Hazzard, and led into a prolific career that lasts to this day. Cooksey was a controversial figure among Strokes fans, as he was afflicted with Cousin Oliver syndrome. Cooksey would also have a regular role on the 1986 sitcom, The Kavanaughs, as well as the Nickelodeon show, Salute Your Shorts. He appeared as John Connor's hacker buddy in 1991's Terminator 2, Judgment Day, and voiced the wicked Montana Max on Tiny Toon Adventures. Cooksey has also enjoyed a notable music career, having served as lead singer for Bad for Good, a teen band formed by Steve Vai. He has put out several records besides. At 48, he is married with a child and living happily. Now he is 50. Nedra Volz as Adelaide Brubaker. Age filming. 70 years old. When Edna Garrett took off in the middle of season 2, it left another vacancy in the housekeeping needs of the Drummonds. Enter the grandmotherly Adelaide Brubaker, played by Nedra Volz, who joined the fray right when Philip ran for city council in the election, and stuck around for 22 episodes before being replaced by Pearl Gallagher, Mary Jo Catlett, in season 5. She played many a crazy lady, including ones in 7 different Norman Lear series, working alongside Strokes alumni Conrad Bain on Maude, and Dodie Goodman on Mary Hartman. She worked opposite Dixie Carter on Filthy Rich and Designing Women. Volz died of complications of Alzheimer's disease in 2003. At age 94. Dixie Carter as Maggie McKinney Drummond. Age filming. 39 years old. Hoping to keep the series fresh. Diff'rent strokes. Drummed up a second wife for Philip Drummond in season 6. He fell for highly successful TV exercise host Maggie McKinney. Played by Dixie Carter. She scored an Emmy nomination in 2007 for playing Kyle MacLachlan's creepy mom on Desperate Housewives. She met her third and final husband, Hal Holbrook, on the set of 1981's The Killing of Randy Webster, and her final screen role was as Holbrook's deceased wife in 2009's That Evening Sun. Carter died of complications of endometrial cancer in 2010 at age 70. Almost 2 months before Gary Coleman passed.